All right, and the very last example on this section, lesson 2, is example 5 on page 274. And it's really quite complicated because they're asking you to compare fractions with decimals and percents. And so they're pretty much the same, but we need to get them the same so we can easily compare. And so look in the book. Nolan is the quarterback on the football team. He completed 67% of his passes in the first game. He completed .64 and 3/5 and 69% of his passes in the next 3 games. So he had 4 games. So the first one was 67%, the second was 0.64, the next one was 3/5, and of course the last one would be 69%. So it says list Nolan's completed passing numbers from the least, which is the smallest, to the greatest. And we want to make sure that we have them all in one way. Well, I like to turn things into decimals, but if you don't necessarily, you don't have to. I'm going to change the color of the pen here. And so 67%, you can get rid of the decimal, move it over, 0.67. And we're already got 64 here, so that's easy. And this one here, we're going to stop, drop, divide. And that goes in, 5 goes into 3, it doesn't. 5 goes into 36 times exactly. So this is 0.6. And the fourth one here is, we're just going to turn that into a decimal. It's 69%. Now, because they're all decimals, we can actually just line them up, and they're pretty much lined up. This one should be moved over here. I'm going to change the color again, and I'm going to go with lighter color. And so we have decimals, and we line them up, and we didn't quite, but 6, 6, 6, and 6. So which one is the smallest? Well, we're going to pull out this one because there's no hundreds. So 0.6 is the smallest. And so now look at the second place. So we're done with this one. 7, 4, 9. Well, the next smallest would be 0.64. The next smallest would be 7 is smaller than 9, so 0.67, and the largest would be 0.69. And so you're going to have to compare. You line up your decimals if you're comparing with decimals, and then you line them up. Now the book asks you to change them back in here. So this would be 3/5 would be larger. 64 would be 0.64. They're just turning it back in. And this was 67%, and this is 69%. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.